contain LeBron James, and he laughed. He said, there's a way to contain LeBron James. All we can do is try not to give him easy looks and force him to make tough plays. Guess that's the best we can do against King James, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Jackson. Launches it. Good, and the assist goes to James.
3 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Wildcats, trailing by 10. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. Back to LeBron. And he lays it straight in. LeBron's got 7 points in the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
On its way from Curry for 2. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There can be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Now here's LeBron. 7 points in the game. Got it. Good job in the low post. 9 points in the game so far.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's the screen. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Good on the triple. Curry's got it back down to single digits for the Wildcats.
Well, everyone in the NBA understands that Steph Curry is the master in pick and roll. He understands to take what the defense gives him.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Curry outside. 1:52 left in the first quarter. Pass to Bamba. Back to LeBron. From downtown. They get it again.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
We know that Julius Randle loves to put it on the deck. Off the dribble drive, boy, he can be tough to deal with.
Here's LeBron. Following the basket by Julius Randle. Here's Brown. LeBron is doubled. Pass the ball. And Ball slams it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's LeBron. 11 points in the game. Here's Brown. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Brown's got 6.
Great 3-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance. And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's James, following the basket by Stephen Curry.
My goodness, how quick off his feet is Nick Claxton.
James with it, out defended by Randle. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one.
The visiting team, 20 seconds.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Oh, unselfish play. What you like about Murray, he doesn't get tunnel vision with the ball. He keeps his eyes up and his options open.
Back to Bamba. Here's James. No good. Good D by Jones. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Wildcats. 6-point game. Outside for Curry. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Substitution for your Wildcats. Number 20, Isaiah Stewart.
Here's James. He's got 13. Pass to Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
Here are the Wildcats, trailing here by 8. Outside Curry. Murray outside. Driving the lane. Can't connect from short range.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Bamba. And stolen by Murray. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 21,
Murray outside.
Moritz Wagner.
Great, you look at today's point guards. So many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Miller. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Miller's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a great pass.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
You know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
LeBron up top. 13 points in the game. Shoots over Curry. It's on target from the high post. James has got 15 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Curry looking around to end the cold streak. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
James in the post. All sorts of time. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Vintage LeBron James. He's cooking, and this guy may be the best to have ever done it.
And here's Randall. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. 5 to shoot. The shot by Stewart with no one around. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And you know, Brandon Miller may not have the experience story so far in the NBA, but boy, does he have a feel for the game.
And Kevin, that to me is something you can't teach. The ability at a young age to read situations well. He can mix his pace. He can create his own space for his shot. The game has already seemed to slow down for this young guy.
And it's Stewart, top of the key. Pass to Murray. Lets the three fly. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Outside Jackson. James looking around. To the middle. From deep. And Jones pulls it down. For three, Murray gets the three-pointer to fall. Murray's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's one of Murray's go-to moves. He gets you on your heels and then just pulls up on the string. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
First personal foul.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Final.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
He's shooting free throws number 4 in 5 years. And the first one drops.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
Stolen by Jackson. To the inside. Got a piece of it. LeBron outside. Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Ball. Sinks the three-pointer. Ball's got 5 now.
And Ball, such a high IQ player, superb at knowing when to take that triple.
Randall with the ball. James defending. No good on the last second attempt there. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Up by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Wildcats. It's a 16-point game. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Outside Curry. Pass to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. From past the arc. And Bamba pulls it down.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Pass to Bamba. Here's Ball. Outside, James. And they double up James. And here's Jackson. Back to LeBron. Julius Randle with the rebound. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Back to Claxton. Screen by Claxton. A shot by Curry, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's the 3. And Bamba pulls it down.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to Claxton. Screen by Claxton. Clock at 6. Here's Curry with the 3. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Nick Claxton, to me, guys, one of those great energy guys. You know what you can expect from him night after night. Incredible effort defensively, shot blocking, and a vertical threat at the rim on the offensive end.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Murray for 3. And Bamba pulls it down.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. C.A. thanks.
Well, Claxton could have an apartment up near the rim. These dunk attempts are routine.
LeBron outside. And he banks in the layup. James has got 23.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
There's the screen. Here's Murray. Outside for Curry. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 16 points.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Down low. And stolen by Murray. Stewart with it. He's picked up by James. Jones, no one around him. Buries the corner 3. 5 points in the game.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Up top, Wagner. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
For your dancers.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Pass to Miller. Just 4 to shoot. On the wing, Jackson. No good on the 3. Here are the Wildcats. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Back to Curry. The 3. The 3 ball from Curry.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Here's LeBron. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Pass to Stewart. Inside. Here's Murray. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
And Miller throws it down hard.
And the game of basketball is one of runs, and right now this one's definitely not over.
Murray outside. Pass to Curry. High post Stewart. To the paint. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Stewart's got his first bucket of the night. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. James in the post. James gets inside and finishes.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
And the Wildcats call time here.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the Wildcats call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the Wildcats call time here. Here's Murray. He's got 7. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's got his 4th free throw of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Up in time. And that one released in time, but no good. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well.
The away team, 53.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The visitors with the ball. LeBron with it. Pass to Bamba. Outside, James. James cooking from deep.
LeBron James has built his game well beyond the three-point line. You've got to check him everywhere.
Now here's Murray. Outside Curry. Back to Murray. Launches a 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's LeBron. Bamba wide open, and he fires. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Murray. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. It's Curry outside. And Bamba pulls it down.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
James in the high post. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Here's Brown. And that one is stuffed right through.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace
and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Over in the corner, Randall. Off target from the baseline.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And they pick up 2.
Well, LeBron James always surveying the floor. Few players in the history of the game have the court vision that LeBron has.
Pass to Brown. The three-pointer, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Count that one.
It would be easy to take for granted the greatness we see every time Stephen Curry hits the floor. Another special performance right now.
James with it. Unguarded by Murray. In the corner, Bamba with it. Pass to Brown. Offline with his 3. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Wildcats, trailing by 10.
Well, if you're Julius Randle, sprint the floor and get an easy one.
Now LeBron. Now here's Bamba. Outside, James. And Ball slams it in.
Ball finishes with power, not just going for the layup, solid at throwing it down deep inside.
Pass to James. Here's Brown. Off target from outside.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And here is Curry. Misses the 3. .151 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Jackson. Pass to LeBron. For 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Curry with it. Now guarded by Ball. Here's Murray. They set the screen. Back to Curry. Lets it go with a 3. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got it back down to within single digits for the Wildcats. Fires from deep. Curry with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter of this one. LeBron is doubled. Back to Bamba. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
There's a screen by Murray. 6 to shoot. Here's Curry. And Bamba pulls it down. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Brown. Back to LeBron. Stolen by Jones. Here we go. And Randle throws it down.
Well, Julius Randle, we know this, loves to finish despite being fouled. This guy will play through contact, no problem.
That free throw good from Randle. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The drive by James. And the rejection by Claxton. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't